Had to weld his cage up. He ate his cage. He ate his bike. Wow, that looks like a real one. He ate his cage. He ate his bike. No, he didn't eat his bike. Idiot. He ate his cage. He ate his basket. He ate my Fiat. He ate my van. He ate my van visor. He ate my Fiat visor. What else did he eat? And that was it. And and he was a bit of a bastard when he saw other dogs, much like the Nala rescue dog. So yeah, he was bastard, and people used to go, "What's your name?" I used to go, "Bastard." And at which point he would come running. So he'd come running towards you because you said his name, Bastard. And they'd go, "Well, what did you call your dog?" Bastard. Bastard. Yeah. Bastard. Yeah. Your dog's called Bastard. At which point you would have come running, so it's like obvious it was called Bastard. So yeah, it's pretty funny. Bastard. But he's on YouTube on his last days. He ended up getting Alzheimer's. Well, Alzheimer's or brain tumour. So what it was at the stage he was bad, so what was the point of testing? I mean, so he went. That was pretty awful that day. Really awful, actually. So as you can see, usual route where we took the Deville. So now we're doing it on the transalp. Now the seat is a bit narrower, but having only one testy, that's great. Don't need to worry about that. Riding position's very similar. I possibly enjoy having my knee against the side because it's narrower than the Deville. And for God's sake, it's a way better looking Deville. Better looking bike than the Deville. Fuck me, the Deville's ugly. I don't think I've ever known a bike so ugly, and I love all bikes, but Jesus, that's an ugly bike. But like I said in the other video, probably the best bike in the world. So here we are in Dartmoor. As you can see, a lot of people now aren't real bikers because they don't wave, because that's loads of people we waved at. Oh, we got a nod. Way, someone's alive. Oh, it's not a good sign, is it? Was it a Harley? No, it wasn't a Harley, but could have been a Harley the way it looked. Stealth cow in there by the looks of it. So this is Dartmoor. Fucking hell, it's a beautiful day again. Yes, I know I'm riding in my trousers. Yes, it's bad. I do have my glovies on. Do have my armour on. And my work boots. So they're going to fucking protect me if I come off. But anyway, the idea is not to come off. Wow, look at this guy. It's just great. Now, to talk about a transalp, fuck me, I'm meant to be talking about transalp. Not me dog, not bloody dead cat. Dead cat story's good. I do actually prefer the handling of the transalp. Probably because you're higher up. It does tend to handle amazingly on that tyre combination. And I tell you what, my fuel economy has increased a lot, even though it's quite knobbly. Really nice in the wet on the shitty roads, because obviously this is my commute air bike now. Now the pan has gone. Let's just check, make sure you're still counting. 16, yep, still going. Okay, so parts wise, obviously it's an old Honda, and when you go for parts they don't like it too much. I ended up getting the gasket online. You could make one, but it's time, innit? So I've done a gamble for a tenner for that stator gasket, because there isn't actually one listed. Honda don't actually list one for the transalp, but they do for the Deville. Main difference is you've got chain drive on the back, which is not really, well, I mean, there's pros and cons to them both, isn't there? Everyone knows that, but I like a shaft. I like a good shafting. But I do like shaft drive. I think just because I'm lazy and it's a lot cleaner. You try and touch anything chain sprocket wise, you get hanging, don't you? Whereas shafty is great. Dump the oil, top it up, away you go. Don't ask me what oil you put in it, Google it. Hey, Triumph. So we'll pull over here, look, to let that car pass, the Death Wisher. Crazy Death Wisher. Hey, Harley. So, that's the main difference between engine wise. coil. I think there may be coil issues. I think this one's running the same 2 coils rather than the earlier one that had 4 little mini coils. So that's 4 things you got to test instead of 2. No hiss system, the Honda integrated security shite system. So you haven't got that to worry about, but it does mean people will probably nick this rather than nick another one. Parts are everywhere because they've hit the age 1998. They're everywhere. Do suffer from corrosion on the underneath of the tank. As you can see, there's red oxide because when we were doing the conversion, we red oxide the underside of the tank. Water pump issues possibly with these, but it's the same as the DeVille. It's the same water pump as the 650 and the 600 are identical, and that's what we're running. Has an O-ring, 2 O-rings to replace. I don't know what that was. Oh, my legs, see, my knees are already getting stiff. We haven't been on it for long. Oh yeah, it's just 'cause I'm fucked. Tell me what that could be, guys. It's really sore, like really fucking sore. So I'm not very impressed how sore it is actually. Kind of in the back half of it. A little bit panicky because obviously I had cancer, so fucking everything's bloody cancer. Well, that's a bit weird. GoPro battery looked like it was full. So yeah, it's always scary when bikers come across cars doing that. So yeah, you tend to get a bad leg and think, oh yeah, it's cancer. No, it could be because you used to break fucking racehorses for a living when you were a kid. Oh, and there's loads of swearing. I do apologise for my foul, potty mouth. But it's me. Don't like it, don't listen. Or send me a message saying I'm really naughty swearing. And subscribe. If I can get paid to do this, then obviously I'm gonna. And the more subscribers, although fuck it, I haven't monetized anything yet. So you're getting all my videos with no adverts. So I don't think I'll make anything from it. Unless the production company want to grab me for presenting stuff. Oh, that would be the dream job, that would. I'd love to be kind of a cross between David Attenborough, Fred Dibner, and oh, what's Mr. Boring who does the planets? Oh fuck, what's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. He used to be in the band. Was he in Blur? Or Happy no, he wasn't in Happy Mondays, fuck me. That was Bez and his mate. No, Christ, what's his name? Simon, I don't know. Here in a black hole, you see that one. Oh god, can't remember his name. Or like an Alice Roberts. Ooh, God, love an Alice Roberts. So, oh, why didn't you tell me? That's all I used to hear. Hey, got some fucking shit on there, ain't he, boys? He puts my Stanley Fat Max bags to shame. So here we go, same route. If this one keeps going, we'll do the same route. My missus will probably text me in a minute. She's off working. Whee! Nice tone to the engine with this Remus exhaust. So £5 per week self-storage. So yeah. I mean, what? It's very difficult with this one. There was so much to say about the DeVille because it was just so averagely shit. Whereas this Transalp's a very, very good bike. Very comfy. Handle really well for what they are. Brakes are shit hot. Front brakes are amazing. I've got EBCs on the front. Obviously I've got the floppiest clutch on any bike I've had. And yeah, but it's still there. Still there. I think it's lost a bolt from underneath, to be honest. There's a bolt that holds in. I think it's lost a nut off the bottom. Pubs are open there. God, they've had a rough time, haven't they? They have had a rough time. Wind protection's really good after I put the bags on. You don't get that wet. Tops of your toes get wet in the piss well through. And wind resistance is a bit shit. It seems to catch the top of the helmet. Unless you're sort of down there, but then you can't ride like that. You're on a 6-speed, goosey. You're on a 6-speed box, I think. Oh, I'm fucking great at telling you how great bikes are, aren't I? Yeah, is it 6-speed? I think it is, who cares? It's not built for speed. I've had this up to about 80 off-road, off a private road, obviously not on the highway because that would be illegal and I don't want to incriminate myself, so allegedly it did 80. But I cruise on this at 60 when I go to work. Noise from the wind is quite heavy, so I wear earplugs. Oh, look at my lovely face. Oh, need an engine. Death wish. Oh. Did I go out to Dartmoor jail last time? I think I did, didn't I? Oh yeah, because we go through Princetown and I said it was named after Prince. Obviously it's not named after Prince. That's very nice of someone to put a load of juice on the floor. Not looking... Oh, look. Oh, lovely. We like that. Fuck. We love nice greasy juice. I'm on summer coat today, people. So, it's still warm. It's not exactly summer though. Well, it is summer, but it's not summer weather. Obviously, as I said before, this is why I've done the igloo video. Is that a scat that someone's shat on the road? Shape? Obviously. Don't be a knob. Oh, big swallow then, my ears were popping. Because we are getting quite high. As you can see, we've got some nice chip-ins. Oh, I love chip-ins. Although say that, it's surprisingly good on chip-ins for grippage. Now, for those of you reading that, it says slow cattle crossing. Alright, what does that mean? It means don't drive like a complete penis. Because you may hurt the livestock. And in doing so, hurt yourself like a death wisher. Which is why we've gone slow. Have the little visor open, I think. Oh, isn't this fantastic, people? A lot of history at Dartmoor. I think I might just... do I let him go? Death wisher? Pretty fantastic, isn't it? Shit, that's the only thing I said I haven't changed the carburetors for new engine. She does do that. And on the run days, she might do it. Yeah. That sheep alright, is he? Or does he need putting back on his bloody feet? Because sheep like to do that, roll on their backs, and then they die. Having worked with sheep, which I obtained the lovely disease of Orf, which was quite a nasty disease on my ears. So, what? Why? What? I was just looking because a car might have pulled out there. Of course I wasn't bloody looking at the miniskirt that the lady had on. And that's right, look, ponies on the road. Ponies on the road. Equus calibus, the modern equid. Fascinating. GGs. Used to spend a lot of my time riding GGs, breaking them in and doing all sorts of stuff in New Zealand. Lovely. Lovely. Look at the hammer marks on that one. Hammer marks are like, oh, he's having a squeal. Are the like roundy bits? They're called hammer marks. Oh, fuck me, he's chasing me. Do you see how unpredictable they are? See how close that was? So anyway, I was saying about sheep, and I got Orf. Jesus, it was like having thrush on your ears. Not that I know about. Yeah, I do know about thrush. Best cream in the world for thrush. Wow. Thrush is when you get itchy bell end. Oh, so yeah, and they put this cream on. Well, they don't put it on you. You go to a doctor's and get a prescription, and then you wipe it on your penis, and it's great. Burns for a little bit, but after that it's great. Now, which way did we go? There's a lovely little river. Oh, I think it was up here we went. We went down there. There's a lovely little river. Maximum speed 20. Oh, I stopped to have a cup of tea. That. As you can hear, my chain is dry as a dry thing. It's going to be rude then, but I thought better not. Anyway, yeah, so Orf, working with sheep. A sheep's want, in the morning, a sheep will wake up and go, oh, have a little stretch like that. And then the first thing that runs through a sheep's mind is, how and where can I die today? And that's what sheep do. They like to die. Whether or not they die in front of you, whether or not they go and find a puddle and drown themselves, get stuck upside down in a hedge, get stuck upside down in a field. So if you ever see a bloody sheep stuck on its back legs, lying on its back like a knob end, go and push it back on its feet, because you have to, because they're dickheads and they'll die. So yeah, sheep are fucking horrible. I used to have to work with them. Well, my missus used to work with them. Old missus, not this RG missus, another missus. Wow, it's great, isn't it? I didn't think it was going to be that nice out here. I seem to have a cloud following me of loveliness. Stealth camper. Nice. I'm sure I'm pissing everyone off going behind me, but do you know what? I'm doing 30 miles an hour on a gravelly road. Or a metal road, as they would say in New Zealand. Don't know why it's called metal. Freaked me out. Oh, you have to go up the metal road, they said to me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, a metal road? A metal road? What are you talking about? I was buying and selling a few horses when I was out there as well. So, oh, it's just great. Now, I can't say the Transalp is as dull as a what's the other thing? A Dullville. Although it does share a lot of components, because it's just totally different. A totally different riding feel. It's more rugged. It's quite a light bike compared to, say, a GS or a 10-ear. I like the engine better than a 10-ear. So a 10-ear's got a 660 single XTZ. Again, what an amazing bike. And I'm actually going to do the Bros into a like a Continent Crosser type thing, because that is shaft drive, same engine, 650. I've got a big Africa, no, it's an XL tank to go on. So I've got that tank to go on. I've got a front end off a KTM, which I bought for 20 quid, Brembo single brake on it. So I'll put that on. We're just coming up to Dartmoor jail. Arr! With a craze in Dartmoor jail. One of the craze, both of the craze. Oh, false neutral. She has got the odd false neutral. Could be because I was a lazy shit changing gear then, thinking I was on a nice smooth DeVille. But I yeah, found the false neutral there. What's he doing? Looking for a sheep? Or yeah, can't hear me proper. No blood signal up here. So there we are in Princetown. No, it wasn't named after Prince. Oh, it's a GG. Oh, it's a GG, isn't it? Nice. I used to do that. Fuck me, I used to ride. Jesus, I can ride. A gift. People used to say, oh, you have such a gift for it. I'm like, well, yeah. Have I? That's coming on, isn't it? I don't even know what that is. Maybe a Jehovah's Witness place? A witness of Jehovah? Oh, don't get me on religion. Don't get me on religion. I could get on religion. I don't know. I don't know. I met a godly guy the other day who was quite heavily into Jesus. And it's like we were talking a little bit of cancer, and I'm like, well, he said, did you have people praying for you? Well, shit, I did. I had a lot, you know, a smiley face. I had a lot of people praying for me and thinking good things to me. And it's strange, isn't it? Was it all those people positive thinking? Look, I'm a warm-blooded male. Just because I've only got one testy, I still find women attractive. Obviously not as attractive as my little RG. Oh, I love my RG. She's great. And she's off cleaning today, bless her. So I thought I'd nip out and test out the GoPro and see what happens. Always reminds me of Aberdeen up here, because it's like, oh, what? 5 fucking way control, and I've got no cars behind me. Hopefully it'll pick me up. So we will go neutral here. Now you watch the temperature gauge, you go whoop. So let's have a look at that. 43 25, what's that, 43 minutes? Bollocks, is it taking me 43 minutes? Oh, maybe it has. I'm going to run out of life anyway, so I'm just going to keep talking, people. So yeah, if I can find an editor or someone that would pay me to do this, then that'd be great. Yeah, see, temperature gauge, look. But see, I did a big long one on that 2010 Honda. Did loads of videos that weekend, and none of them come out because the 7 you can't use for vlogging. I didn't know that. And it was a really good video I did. Told you a story about the Muzzy. I'll tell you a story about the Muzzy in a minute. But first off, we'll keep our eye on that temperature gauge. I was saying about the 2010 Honda Hornet. If you look on the video, let's just pull forward a bit. It rode too nice. It rode really smooth, really quick. It did remind me a little bit of my old Slab, like it wanted to be revved, CBR engine in it. But do you know what? It just seemed to have lost a lot of the. It seemed to have lost a lot of the. I don't know. It had no personality. I mean, this Alpa's got loads of personality. She's got her little bits that are wrong, but the Honda Hornet 2010 just seemed too smooth. You know, it just seemed too. It just seemed too nice. You know. It was just too smooth, too easy to ride. You know, everything was there. It handled really well. It pulled like a train. Everything was just easy to ride. And it was just, it almost had like no personality. It just literally had no personality. It was just a bike. You know, I don't know, I just really found it difficult to get involved with, like I do this one. Not going to be impressed if it starts raining, but it's Dartmoor, people, be careful, you know. Use your brains, never trust the weather. Never trust the weather. Oh, Robbie Burns, eat your fucking heart out. So, never trust the weather up here. Temperature's gone down just a tiny touch, but then we have sort of climbed quite high. You tend not to worry about manholes with this tyre combination. You tend to watch for a manhole, wouldn't you? Whereas transalp, tend not to worry. I mean, it's a fun old bike to flick around, but it really instills a lot of confidence in you. Should we do an emergency stop? Ready? Oh, that's not bad, is it? Wow. So we're pretty high up here. High up here, that's what Dad would say. Obviously there's no livestock wandering around until we get to the cattle grid. Wonder what that said.